Very good morning to all of you on this Saturday morning. Capital gain, last part we are starting very quickly. But as we start, let us revise. See, we are also working along with tax for a growth mindset. And growth mindset के लिए क्या जरूरी है? Just comment below, have you tried at least 3 to 5 gratitudes early in the morning, whatever it may be, that you are able to wake up, you are able to do your exercise, have your favorite breakfast, go for a walk, enjoy the nature, spend time listening to some good music or talk or whatever, what it was. Thanks to some help at home so that we are able to do our work on time properly. And then we have seen day before yesterday, take your own responsibility so that everything is in your control. And then we can become or bring awesome results. Right? Okay. So like this, many things I have told you. For today, let us be more aware now about the language we are speaking with ourselves, thinking in our mind, and what we are speaking to others. Can we become alert now onwards, blissful, happy, grateful, thank you, energetic, like these positive language we are using. I am making friendship with law. That's what I used to say. Always I got 45, 48 marks in law. I am making friendship with law. Law to मेरे से होता ही नहीं, ये तो होता ही नहीं. If the language is negative, the subconscious mind doesn't understand the real and this. They will work accordingly, right? So act, feel, behave as if you already have the degree in front of your name. What would be your dressing? What would be your speaking? What would be your style of living? Which car you're going in office? You just have that vibrations, that wavelength. That means every now and then you are giving clarity to the universe what you want. This might look, ये सब नहीं होता मैडम, ये होता है. बहुत ऐसे incidences हुए हैं कि where then we feel कि really this is miraculous कि ऐसे भी होता है, right? So with this, let us continue with capital gain. Yesterday was the third class of capital gain, but because in first class I took half business head, today also same. Half the class is capital gain, and then we are doing income from other sources in a super duper scoring way. Income from other sources is asked in question number 1 only in total income problem. Business head, other source deductions. ये combination. Capital gain, salary, house property, ये अलग आते हैं. 7 marks, 6 marks. Whether it is CMA exam or CA exam. Today, I want to take up some nice concepts in exemptions only, which I have not covered yesterday. That is, if you have taken some exemption and if exemption is revoked, then how will you calculate the capital gain? I'm just revising all the exemptions once. So check with me where we closed the class yesterday. All the exemptions we have taken in the list of this table. Starting with what, dear student? Exemptions कहाँ मिलते हैं? Capital gain के बाद, right? Okay. What happened? The chat box is not coming. 1 minute. Yeah. One problem I'm willing to take up now. Let me see. What do you say? Shall we take up little technical but एक अच्छा वाला problem जिससे आपके past exam का पूरा practice हो जाए? Okay. Section 54 says sale consideration minus expenses, net sale consideration, index cost of acquisition, index cost of improvement, and you get capital gain. Once you get capital gain, it is section 54 says that if you are selling the house and individual HUF hai, long term hai, and if you are willing to buy the house, then 1 year backward, 2 year forward, or construction 3 years forward from the date of purchase, you get exemption in section 54. Okay? And CGA scheme is yes. If you're not able to invest now, put the money in CGA scheme before due date of filing the return. 54B is sell urban agricultural land and buy urban or rural agricultural land, which is at least used, what you are selling should at least be used 2 years by individual or his parents for agricultural purpose, not necessarily by themselves. They can get rental income and they can give it to farmer. That's okay, right? So they are selling agricultural land urban जिसपे capital gain लगता है. Against that you can buy urban or rural land, right? Okay. Now 54D is land building which is compulsorily acquired by government under the shifting of industrial undertaking, and at new place you purchase land and building, then you get an exemption here. ठीक है? Right. 54 EC and double E go hand in hand. 54 EC says land building sell karo, or 54 EC says land and building you sell it and you buy what? Bonds. NHAI REC bonds. 54 double E says sell anything and buy mutual fund bonds. ठीक है? Right. 54F कुछ भी बेचो घर खरीदो. Yeah. 54F says you sell any long-term asset, plot, jewelry, anything, and buy what? You should buy a house. You should not own more than one house. 54G says land, building, plant and machinery. You sell it here and shift from urban to rural area. 54GA says land, building, plant and machinery. You sell it and shift to SEZ. Now in all this, if you are not able to invest, you can put the money in CGS except these two. These two, capital gain account scheme is not there. Ki due date of filing the return tak ma'am hum ghar nahi kharide. 2 more years are there. Can we, just can we buy the house? Yes, right? So can we ghar bech ke ghar kharidenge? So what you will get? 54. 54 EC is sell the house, buy the bonds. But for buying the bonds, NHAI REC, or for specified mutual funds, you just need to make a call. So here very important is 6 months time is given from the date of transfer of land and building or any other asset for purchase. CGA scheme is not applicable. Nice. And now 54F. What is 54F, dear students? 54F says that you sell anything and you buy a house. All the other exemptions are like investment or capital gain, whichever is lower. यहाँ पे formula है. 54F, we have worked out the problem day before yesterday also, wherein in cross multiplication way, we are working out the problems. Okay. Like what? Investment in the new house divided by net sale consideration into capital gain. अगर sale consideration आपका 100 है, capital gain 25 है, तो आप 70 रुपीस क्यों invest कर रहे हैं? Proportionate deduction ही मिलेगा. ठीक है? Right. चले आगे. So that's all for yesterday, tak what we have done. Any doubts? All of you are attending live. Can you put at least one comment? I'll come to know who all are attending live daily. गुमनाम है आपका. हाँ, चलो. 54F फिर से एक बार अगर practice करना है तो jewelry you have sold for 100, index cost is 75, 25, and you have invested in new house 35. So sale consideration is 100, long-term capital gain is 25, investment in new house is 35. So question mark, cross multiply, okay, and you will get the answer. Now, very important thing I want to start right now, today's class with. We are already really late today due to some other schedule, but chalo, theek hai, kal se karenge isko time pe. Tomorrow Sunday also we are taking class, because again lined up classes are there at the ICI Hyderabad chapter for marathon revisions, for discussing the mock test papers and all. So I'll be missing classes in between. So we are taking class on Sunday. Right now I'm teaching you If you take the exemption, you sell the house, you purchase the house, you take the exemption, this new house you should not sell for 3 years. If you sell it, capital gain is revoked. If you are buying bonds, against those bonds for 5 years, you should not take loan. Bonds ki security deke. Specified mutual fund, 3 years, you should not. Okay. So if you revoke, is it going to be taxable? Answer is yes. How? See. Sale consideration is 100. Index cost of acquisition is 75. I am into the concept. So my examples are 10 रुपए 2 रुपए. ठीक है ना? करोड़ रहने देते हैं टीवी सीरियल के लिए. आ जाओ. Long term capital gain. How much it is? 25. And you have purchased house. You sold one house, you purchased one house, you took exemption. And long term capital gain is nil. Now, within 1 year, you have sold the second house also, new house. You should have not sold. You sold it for 40. What was the cost of new house? Second house, 25. And you have sold it within 1 year. So no indexation, nothing. What's the capital gain? 15. And this exemption revoked. ये जो हमने आपको exemption दिया था, promise new house you will not sell for 3 years. But because now you have sold for 3 years के अंदर, तो आपका exemption revoke हो जाएगा. Taxable capital gain will be 40. This is the easiest way I can give the concept. Is this clear to all of you? This is all printed in the Sarathi material, one concept one. So if you are really enjoying this coaching, I'm not charging anything for the coaching, but वो अधूरा रह जाएगा अगर आपके पास ये booklet नहीं है. 296 pages of material, core material, wherein all the concepts and more than 100 quality good examples. वो example ही सीख लोगे तो you will be able to solve the questions in exam. So just message us in Telegram, WhatsApp group. If you need the book, we will send you. It's black and white. It's not colored yet, dear students. But उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I assure you the quality of the problems you are seeing every day. I'm teaching from Sarathi material only. Yeah? Chalo. Now, this is what is for our understanding. But what you have to do in exam is, sections in the capital gain says, if exemption is revoked, reduce it from the cost of the new asset. Ma'am, ab ye kya baat hai? Ye dekho. 100 mein you have sold. Index cost is 75. Capital gain 25. Exemption 25 का लिए, घर बेच के घर लिए, और capital gain nil आ रहा है. Now, within 1 year, you have sold the second house for 40 rupees. What is your cost of acquisition for the second house? 25. Cost is to be reduced with exemption revoked. What is the exemption revoked? 25. तो cost को कम कर दो. इसका मतलब cost nil है, तो पूरा sale consideration capital gain हो जाएगा. Whether you do this way or you did this way, answer is same. This I have told you for understanding. I feel this is very nice to understand कि 40 का में घर बेच दिए, 25 कॉस्ट था 15, और जो पुराना रिवोक हो गया मिला के 40 टैक्सेबल हो गया. But the institute and our exams and capital gain act is saying that when you sell the second house, your exemption revoked is to be reduced from the cost. ठीक है? Cost of the second house is 25. Reduce the capital gain revoked. So cost has become nil and capital gain taxable. If the exemption is revoked, the cost of second house is reduced till the exemption revoked, and balance cost only you will take. In exam, follow option 2. Option 1 is just given for your understanding. Shall we solve one problem with exemption? पहले exemption लो, index करो, सब करो, और फिर ना exemption revoke हो जाएगा. करें ऐसा problem एक? अरे yes तो बोलो. Keep the chat box active. शुरू करें? Yes, right. In our material, this is the third material which I have sent, लेकिन पहले कल का material निकालते हैं. 1 minute. The second material which I have sent you for business and capital gain, in that last two problems. Yesterday, how was Roy's problem? Was so nice, no? Kahin we have given the deduction. If you repeat that same question at home, you will understand where you have to take exemption. This is absolutely exam level problem. Chalo. 34th problem in notebook we are doing now, where we will learn the concept of exemption revoked. Sandeep owned a residential house as Madurai. Original cost was 1 lakh. It was acquired in 2011. Dear students, just wait 2 minutes. Yes. Is my speed fine? Can you comment even if when the recording you're watching? Are you following all this? Sandeep owned a residential house at Madurai, original cost of which was 1 lakh. It was acquired on 1911. He sold the house on 1619 for 8 lakhs and purchased another house on 35/20/20 at Trichy for 6 lakhs. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? You have sold the house at Madurai and against that you have purchased the house in Trichy. So एक घर बेच के एक घर लिए तो you get exemption in 54. घर बेच के bonds लिए तो 54 EC. कुछ भी बेच के घर लिए तो 54F. Like this you need to repeat, then you will also remember the exemptions. Second house at Trichy was sold for 8 lakhs on 34/22. Oh, within 2 years. Second house should not have been sold for 3 years. Within 2 years, you have sold the second house. Discuss the impact of these transactions. Those who all are attending live, any doubt you have, ask. Are you reading the question carefully? It's a small question. एंड मैं हर क्वेश्चन में आपको नहीं दे रही हूँ, बट एग्जाम में आपको इंडेक्स रेट्स दिए रहेंगे. तो यू शुड हैव नॉट सोल्ड द सेकेंड हाउस नो फॉर त्रिची वाला, पर वो भी सेल कर दिए. तो अभी कैपिटल गेन कैसे करेंगे? लेट अस सी. ओके, सो वी आर डूइंग प्रॉब्लम नंबर 34. यू वांट टू राइट दिस एग्जाम्पल, देन पॉज द वीडियो एंड राइट इट. अभी जो मैंने आपको रिवोकेशन वाला बताया ना 100 रुपए. If not, of course, I'm making you write the notes. Notes तो मैं बिल्कुल लिखा रही हूँ आप सबको. चलो साथ में करते हैं. Problem number 34. If exemption is revoked and house is transferred, if exemption is revoked and house is transferred, if exemption is revoked and house is transferred in 3 years. Okay. The cost of second house बेचना नहीं था ना, बेच दिए. The cost of second house is reduced by exemption revoked. Second house का cost कम कर दो by exemption revoked, and only net cost is considered for short-term capital gain. इसी के नीचे प्रॉब्लम करेंगे तो this explanation will also be clear. If exemption is revoked and house is transferred in 3 years, then the cost of the second house is reduced till the extent of the exemption revoked. Okay, right. So let us consider this and solve problems, dear student. शुरू करते हैं प्रॉब्लम नंबर 34. Computation of income of Sandeep. Dear students, this is a very nice problem and we'll do it for 2 years. First, the house is sold in 2019. So we'll calculate the capital gain for 19 and 20 that year. Okay. Sale consideration. There is no stamp duty or वो सब application नहीं है. This house is sold on 1/6/2019. Yeah. For how much? 8 lakhs. Less. Index cost of acquisition. This house मतलब कौन सा हाउस है ये? मदुराई वाला घर. मदुराई वाला घर है. It was acquired for rupees 1 lakh. On which date? September 11 and 12. And it is sold in 19 and 20. Are you all getting? You're not taking the index 331 blindly. These are quality good problems, hand-picked problems from the old manuals, past exam papers, other books to bring out the best. And so many problems I've changed the adjustments on my own also. So that exactly the level which you are getting professional exam, you can do this problem. ये देखो 11 and 12 में जो 184 में available था वो 19 and 20 में हो गया है 289 का. तो 1 लाख की वैल्यू कितनी है? 1 lakh into 289 divide by 184. 1 lakh into 289 divide by how much is the index cost? 15 lakhs. Sorry, not 15 lakhs. 1,57,065. Nice, clear to all of you. So what is the long-term capital gain coming in 1920 itself? $642,935. Clear? Ma'am, ये तो बहुत easy है. So we got the long-term capital gain. Against this, we are claiming exemption under section 54, Trichy house purchased. घर बेच के आपने घर लिया तभी. And he purchased another house on 30/5/2020. Within 2 years, he purchased another house for 6 lakhs. Okay, you can claim a deduction. What is taxable long-term capital gain? 42,935 or rounded off to 1 second. Rounded off to 42,940. क्लियर है? अच्छा है. चलो, now computation of income of second house Trichy was sold in 30th April 22. So 22-23. अभी त्रिची का घर भी बेच दे. Trichy house sold. Sale consideration. कितने में बेच दिए? 10 lakhs. Within 3 years, so the exemption is revoked. Less cost of acquisition. What was the cost of the purchase for the Trichy house? 6 lakhs. Reduce from the cost, exemption अंडर सेक्शन 54 रिवोक्ड. छोड़ यार, ये क्या किया, गड़बड़ हो गई है. देखो 6 lakh rupees we took exemption and that exemption is revoked. Nil. Trichy house is sold. Exemption is revoked, is reduced from the cost. So the cost is nil. So, and whenever exemption is revoked, because it is sold within 2 years, no indexation, it is 10 lakhs. अगर हम इसको ऑप्शन 2 अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए करें, ब्रैकेट में मैं लिख दे रही हूं, नॉट फॉर एग्जाम, प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो गया. 10 lakhs में बेचे घर, कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन कितना था आपका? 6 lakhs. त्रिची का घर 4 lakh. त्रिची. और कैपिटल गेन रिवोक्ड. पहले वाला कैपिटल गेन यू हैव टेकन एग्जेम्पशन नो, आप 6 lakhs, वो रिवोक हो गया. मदुरई वाला घर का तो भी 10 लाख रुपए आता है. Just understand this. This second part is very essential to write now in your notebook. Don't do it in exam. We need not explain the paper characters. They are all intelligent people, they know. But at least for your understanding. Are you now getting? I've sold Madurai house. I got capital gain 6 lakhs. I took exemption because I have purchased the house in Trichy. Now Trichy house I have sold. Cost of the Trichy house was 6 lakh. Cost is to be reduced till the exemption availed. तो पूरा ही reduce हो गया, ये nil आ गया और पूरा capital gain taxable हो गया. ऐसे ही आपका option 2 मैंने आपको करके बताया कि त्रिची का घर you have sold for 10 lakhs. उसका cost कितना है? 6 lakhs, 4 lakh. Done? All clear to all of you? Right. So this is how you need to solve the problems, that if exemption is revoked in 54 and all, whatever is the cost of the new house, that exemption revoked, you need to take it. Okay? Right. So one more problem is there. Last one, 35th. I guess we can solve it here itself. देख लेते हैं इसको, क्योंकि 3-4 अलग-अलग लोग हैं. All taxation part is there. You remember, Anand? Short-term capital gain on shares 15%, long-term 20%. Long-term capital gain on shares 10%, 1 lakh additional exemption. Other long-term capital gain 20%. Short-term capital gain slab rate और basic exemption सब जगह मिल रहा है आपको. So calculate income tax liability for Ajay. अजय से start करते हैं. Total income other than long-term capital gain 240 and long-term capital gain is 15,000. Now what is Ajay's age? This problem can be asked as it is in MCQ way or exam way. These are 4 different problems. But very nice, I want to take up tax rates. याद है सबको? या चलो, तो basic exemption कितना है अजय के लिए? 250. So 240 other income is exempt. 10,000 is unutilized basic exemption, which can you set off in the long-term capital gain? Yes, right. अब कितना आ रहा है? 5,000 taxable long-term capital gain. इस पे tax कितना होगा? 20%. 20%. 1,000. You all have printout. Please don't just sit idle, and I'm taking third file also. I've sent you quality good problems of income from other sources and salary. Salary अगर इससे बेहतर आप कहीं पढ़ रहे हो तो it's a challenge. अब देखना, एक gratuity उसका problem, एक pension उसका problem, एक leave salary concept उसका problem, and then I have combined everything. But I'm humbly requesting you, if you are deciding कि दीप्ति मैम के ये free videos देख के exam लिखना है, तो at least सारथी material रखो अपने पास, help होगा. And if you want to watch further more videos in detail and write chapter wise exam, just for 999 for the videos and exams, and for the material 350, you are getting it in the app which is there in the description. ठीक है, चलो. टैक्स कितना आ रहा है आपका? 20% 1000. लेकिन if the income is less than 5 lakh, do we give a rebate under 87A? 1000. तो आपका टैक्स आ रहा है nil. हो गया, अजय का स्टोरी खत्म. Nice, clear to all of you? Yes, right. Chalo, next Vijay. He's a non-resident and his age is 62 years. Now, please remember, non-resident, even if they are above 60 years, they will not get the additional basic exemption of 3 lakh and 5 lakh. So they will get basic exemption only 2,50,000. ठीक है? Right. तो बाकी 30,000 नॉर्मल इनकम पे उनको टैक्स लगेगा 5%. 250 tak nil. Beyond that, 5%. That is 1,500. And 10,000 from sale of listed shares. STT paid on the sale of the shares. So long-term capital gain on listed shares is exempt up to 1 lakh. This 1 lakh exemption on long-term capital gain on shares is over and above the basic exemption. तो इस पे तो कोई टैक्स नहीं है. यहाँ पे normally student 62 years, no ma'am, 3 lakh. No, it's 2,80,000. Isn't it opening up beautiful concepts? Are you liking the problem? Then at least comment below the quality of good problems which we are doing. तो ये होगा आपका टैक्स. और यहाँ पे आएगा आपका e-cess. 4% of this, that is 60, and 1560 is your tax. Chale, next. Sanjay, 81 years age, resident. 60,000 is from sale of agricultural land in rural area. It's exempt. Ma'am, you taught 54B, that's urban agricultural land, जो city limits में है. रूरल एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड से जो एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम होती है वो भी एग्जेम्प्ट है, कैपिटल गेन भी एग्जेम्प्ट है. एंड व्हाट इज रूरल एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड? सिटी का जो रेडियस है उसके बियॉन्ड 8 किलोमीटर छोड़ दो, उसके बाद जो है वो एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड है. इफ यू आर सेलिंग दैट एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड, नो कैपिटल गेन. ठीक है. And Sanjay's routine income, he is 81 years and above, 590. So how much will be exempt? 5 lakh. And remaining 90,000 पे 20% tax लगेगा. 90,000 पे सीधा 20%. 18,000. I'm enjoying doing this problem. Says के साथ 720. Nice, na? You are practicing or not, all of you? Purposely, I'm doing it here only. Dhananjay is again a non-resident and 82 years. Ma'am, 82 years, 5 lakh tak exempt. No, only 2,50,000 is exempt because he's a non-resident. Remaining 480 minus 2,50,000. Balance income is 2,30,000. और उस पे टैक्स होगा 5%. That's coming to 11,500. Now the crucial part, dear students, will you give him what do you call it as rebate? दोगे आप? Income of Dhananjay is up to 5 lakh. So will you give him rebate? Answer is no. Rebate is not given to non-resident. So he has to pay the tax on this 4%, मतलब 460 rupees he says भी है, 11,960. चले आगे. All clear? Is it a very nice problem or not? So here we complete with everything in capital gain with two very small concepts, joint agreement of the property, और उससे related एक दो problems भी हैं. पर ना मुझे next sheet में मैंने थोड़े अच्छे problem दिए. 35 तक यहाँ हो गए. 36 I'm doing. I want to take up the next sheet, 37 problem. Telegram group, I have put this PDF. You can download. You can take a printout so that you have this question with you. बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. May 23 के MTP में है, part 1 में. मैंने all the exams papers I've seen. Some of you may be like, मैम past exam में इतना ही आया है, capital gain नहीं बेटा, और भी आया है, पर अब वो total income के साथ मिला है, तो हम भी we can't take that problem now because we have not done deductions and all, है ना? So problem number 37, शिवा. शिवा का प्रॉब्लम हम लोग अभी कर रहे हैं साथ में. लेट अस डू इट. वन सेकेंड. या Shiva purchased a house on February 1979 for 3,24,000 and he has also paid stamp duty 10% of the stamp duty value. कब खरीदा है? 79. इंडेक्स कहां से शुरू हो रहा है? 2001. So can we take the fair market value of 2001 or original cost, whichever is higher, and start the indexation from 2001? This I have told you with solved printed example in Sarathi book in the last class only. In 2008, Shiva entered into an agreement with Mohan for sale of the property and received this as advance. One second. Yeah, this as advance. What happened? However, the sale consideration did not materialize and he has forfeited this amount. When did he forfeit this amount? 2008. Now take a pause, dear students. I am doing revision for all of you. If advance money is forfeited after 1/4/2014, then whatever amount you forfeit कि मैंने आपको घर बेचा, आपने token money दिया, deal नहीं हुई, whatever amount you have paid as token money, that I will seize. And it will be taxable in income from other sources. बराबर है? आपको समझ में आ रही है बात? But if the amount is forfeited before 1/4/2014, then advance money forfeited is deducted. जो भी advance money forfeited is deducted from the cost of acquisition, and next time when I sell the house to other party, cost में से advance money forfeited कम करके net amount is only indexed. This is all taught to you with the concept with example in yesterday's class. Sorry, day before yesterday, second class में किए थे हमने capital gain के. However, he forfeited. Again in May 15, he entered into agreement to sell the house with Deepshikha, received 1,15,000. However, Deepshikha did not pay the balance and so he forfeited. This will be straight taxable in income from other sources. MCQs में भी बहुत आता है. मैं बहुत आराम से पढ़ा रही हूँ. ट्रस्ट करो, बहुत इनफ रहेगा आपको एग्जेम्पशन लाने के लिए. This will be more than enough, but you need the printout of these materials and you need the Sarathi material for sure. However, as Deepshikha did not pay the balance amount, okay, listen, some of you are saying, ma'am, Sarathi material is having all the notes and examples good, but answers तो नहीं है ना. Answers नहीं, answers भी आ जाएंगे, type हो रहे हैं. May 24 तक पूरा book बन जाएगा पक्का. You give me blessings. I'm giving you blessings. You clear the exam, go to next level. You give me blessings that I'm going to make an awesome material. और बहुत crisp और छोटा. मुझे ना ऐसे मोटे मोटे books नहीं बनाने हैं, text book. उसके लिए इंस्टीट्यूट ने स्टडी मटेरियल दिया है जो बहुत अच्छा है. Anyone sitting in the class is not getting a single problem of the study material, please bring it to me. Bring it in these live classes, bring it in the Telegram group, in the WhatsApp challengers group. Yeah, CMA material थोड़े unnecessary के questions हैं, तो पता नहीं, I don't recommend कि पूरे करो. कुछ भी मतलब ऐसे exaggeration है, वो करने में पूरी energy use हो जाएगी. CA material is really good. चलो, However, as per the Deepshikha, this is my personal opinion. Of course, for practice, you can do whatever material you wish to do. However, when she didn't pay, this will be taxable in income from other sources. Finally, he said, "Mujhe na ghar bechna hi nahi." And in 2015, he constructed first floor. So index cost of improvement. In November 22, he entered into agreement to sell the house to Manish for 30,50,000 and receive 1,50,000 in advance through account pay check. कितने beautiful concepts हैं, and we have done all these concepts yesterday. Stamp duty value on the date of registration, if either token money is not received or it is received in cash. Stamp duty value on the date of agreement, if the token money is received by check. Manish paid the balance and Shiva transferred the house. On April 1, fair market value is given. Stamp duty value भी दी है, वो दोनों देख लेंगे. Further, value as per stamp duty value on 15th November. जिस दिन I have made agreement, Shiva has made agreement to sell the house Manish. उस दिन stamp duty value कितनी थी? 39 lakhs. और जिस दिन actually they went to registrar's office, you know, November से February time लग जाता है transfer में. So February 23, when we are going to registrar's office that day, which stamp duty value is 41 lakhs. Take a pause and answer. With stamp duty value, I'll take 39 lakhs or 41 lakhs. It's a challenge. When you give correct answer, genuine वाला confidence ऊपर जाएगा. तो chat में answer दो. और गलती से गलत दिया तो दीप्ति मैम आपको टेस्ट करने नहीं बैठे यहाँ. वो बड़ा अच्छा पिंच होगा. यहाँ भर भर के गलतियां करो. आप सीखने आए हुए हैं. चले आगे. Which one? Which one? Yes. Stamp duty value on the day I have transferred the house to Manish and he paid the token amount by check is 39 lakhs. And the day we went to registrar's office for registration, it is 41 lakhs, obviously 39 lakhs. Nice problem. All index rates are given to you. Kitna acha problem hai for 7 months. Shall we start? I'm going very slow because I'm sparing lot of time in reading the problem carefully. What analysis I'm giving while reading, that analysis should go in your mind in the exam. ठीक है? चलो साथ में शुरू करते हैं. Problem number 37. I'm absolutely okay if today the major class goes for capital gain, क्योंकि आप बोलो कि ये लेवल के प्रॉब्लम्स करना चाहिए या नहीं. I'm telling you, you check the PDF and then tell me कि ma'am without this also, like, okay, capital gain is over, chalo quickly start with. Am I taking a marathon or a crash course? No, please. या तो मत पढ़ाओ तो ऐसा बेस्ट पढ़ाओ कि कुछ ना छूटे. That's what is my belief. But please promise me that whatever I'm giving as a Guru Dakshina, you will surely have a hard copy printout of this. Chalo. 1 second. Question number 3A of this MTP and our book problem number 37. Okay. Problem number 37 I am taking up. It's MTP of 2023 set 1, but a very nice question number 3A. It is having lot of concepts. So I'll give some notes for the concept also while solving the problem. Computation of income of Mr. Shiva for the previous year 22-23. Okay, right. Start with sale consideration. I told you in exam, impression के लिए जरूर लिखना, positive impression के लिए as per section 50C. What was 50B we did yesterday, dear students? Slum sale. 50C, क्या है 50C? Stamp duty value. Stamp duty value. Okay, right. Now, what is the actual sale consideration? I'm writing little extra for explanation. Huh? आप एग्जाम में थोड़ा ब्रीफ में भी लिख सकते हो. What is actual sale consideration? We have transferred the house to Manish for 30,50,000. Stamp duty value on token amount received. ब्रैकेट में अग्रीमेंट के डेट पे स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू कितना था आपका 39 lakhs. Stamp duty value on date of registration. Stamp duty value is 41 lakhs. तो आप क्या लोगे? Stamp duty value on the registration. Only this part can come for MCQ. So don't think you're solving 7 marks question. You're solving 10 marks question. 3 तो अच्छे MCQs हो जाएंगे. So many of you are live. I can know from the top chats and all, but none of you are putting any messages. Why? नहीं है अच्छा वाला problem. All clear? The stamp duty value, we will take 39 lakhs as the sale consideration. Why? Because token money is received by account paid check. If either token money is not received or it is received in cash, तब फिर आप क्या लोगे? 41 lakhs. चलो. Less. Index cost of acquisition. Okay? अब अगेन हर चीज में प्रॉब्लम बड़ा इजी है. सेल कंसिडरेशन माइनस इंडेक्स कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन, इंडेक्स कॉस्ट ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट एंड कैपिटल गेन. इतना इजी है प्रॉब्लम. बट आपको क्या करना है? एट एवरी बिट दे आर गिविंग यू नाइस वेराइटी. सो व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन? फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन इज 3,24,000 प्लस 35,000 आपने स्टैम्प ड्यूटी पे की है. तो आपका कॉस्ट कितना आ रहा है? 3,24,000 प्लस 35,000, 3,59,000. I am doing everything here itself. You can do it separately in the working note and write one figure, index cost of improvement. आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो. Frankly वो थोड़ा नीट भी लगता है. Okay, 1 second, please. एक लाइन मैंने मिस किया. 1 minute. I want all of you to read. I missed applying it. See, we have sold the house to Manish for a sale consideration of 30 and 1,50,000 was received advance. Manish paid the balance and Shiva transferred the house to Manish. Shiva has paid brokerage 1% of the sale consideration. Are you taking sale consideration as 30,50,000? No. But brokerage is paid on actual sale consideration that we have to take. Okay? I missed it. हम यहाँ लिख लेते हैं. अगर आपके पास भी जगह नहीं तो यहाँ लिख लो. Less brokerage. Brokerage लगेगा ना बेटा? कितना पे किया है उसने? 1%. Actual sale consideration 30,50,000 का 1%. That comes to 30,500 and net sale consideration. $38,69,500. ठीक है? नेट सेल कंसिडरेशन. अब ये नीचे आ जाएगा आपका पूरा. इंडेक्स कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन. कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन इज 3,24,000 प्लस 35,000 तो आपने उसी दिन स्टैम्प ड्यूटी पे की थी 1979 में. सो 3,50,000 59,000 was the cost. On which date, dear students? February 1979. And what is the fair market value of the property? They have given you. Fair market value on 1st April 2001 is 11,85,000. Fair market value. The cost or fair market value, but subject to stamp duty value. उस दिन की stamp duty value कितनी है? 10,70,000. See, if the asset is purchased in 1970s, 80s, 90s, तब तो index नहीं था. Index started in 2001, right? Okay. So you have to bring the fair market value to 2001. But if the stamp duty is given, so fair market value cannot exceed. FMV cannot exceed stamp duty value. हाँ, तो obviously stamp duty लेंगे और original cost और this whichever is higher. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आपको? हमने 1979 में खरीदे थे, तब तो इंडेक्स नहीं था, तो FMV ले लो, but FMV cannot exceed the SDV. So what is the cost you will take? Cost you will take 10,70,000. Shall we do the indexation? हाँ, थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग और अच्छा प्रॉब्लम है. एक और प्रॉब्लम ऐसे मैंने सिलेक्ट किया है, बट दैट आई विल टेक आफ्टर द डिडक्शंस. नाउ आफ्टर दिस वी विल क्लोज देन कैपिटल गेन, बट मैं आपको बताऊंगी वो प्रॉब्लम भी. आई विल नॉट लीव, आई हैव नोटेड डाउन. आई टेक कैपिटल गेन एंड डिडक्शंस के साथ. 10,70,000 is your cost on 1st April 2001. 10,70,000 is the cost minus advance money forfeited. Now ma'am, ये क्या कर रहे हैं? If advance money was forfeited first time before 1/4/14, on 1st April 2008, so you have to reduce it 1,11,000 and net cost of acquisition को ही हम इंडेक्स करेंगे. आपको बात समझ में आ रही है? Advance money forfeited before 1st April 2014. Okay. 9,50,000. If you are not having the hard copy of the problem, I can't take. मैंने पूरा read कर लिया. अब बार हम problem में नहीं जा सकते ना, right? And why you all will do like that? I don't know. Sometimes I'm feeling like I'm saying too much, like requesting in the class. Ki take a print, take a print. Are you responsible for your exams and result? So if you have taken the coaching, you need to have this printout with you, no, dear students, so that you can read the question. Otherwise, you are wasting your time and my time. Really sorry if I'm little rude here now. 2001 and 2, it is 100. And now 22 and 23, it is 331. 100 has become 331. 9,59,000 into 331 by 100. 31,74,249. ये आपका क्या आ जाएगा? Oh, sorry, this तो I'll write directly outside. 31,74,290. Index cost of acquisition. We could have done, frankly speaking, all this in the working note and the main answer straight outside. वो भी कर सकते थे. Sale consideration minus the brokerage, you get the net sale consideration, and cost of acquisition or the FMV, but FMV can't exceed stamp duty, so whichever is higher, that's in 100. So 331 kitna? Advance money forfeited before 1/4/2014, reduce it from cost and take. Now let us take cost of improvement. So I'm reading out for all of you if you're not having. Shiva constructed first floor in August 2015 and 16. He did 3,90,000. 15 and 16 का इंडेक्स है 254 और 22-23 का है 22-23 का है 331. 390 into 331 divided by 254. 5,08,228. That's the index cost of improvement. Okay, right. And now what you get to call it as long-term capital gain of the house sold. 38,69,500 minus 31,74,290 minus 508,228. 186,982. Long-term capital gain आ गया आप सबको. Easy. Please give a frank opinion. You want to just learn the concept and simple problems, or you are enjoying doing this level of the problems? 1 hour. We started the class late also today, but फिर से एक बार. Shall I explain the whole problem? Shiva has sold the house to Manish for 30,50,000, but stamp duty value is 39 lakhs. On the date he took the token money by check, and on registration it is 41 lakhs. So we will take the stamp duty value as per section 50C on the date of agreement, because token money is received other than cash. 39 lakhs less brokerage. Forget about the sale consideration. If brokerage is given 1%, it should be taken on the actual sale consideration. I am like 4 times stressing again on the pitfalls beta, जहां आपकी गलती होती है. स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं, 1% ब्रोकरेज 39 लाख का ले लेते हैं. 3 घंटे में पेपर कंप्लीट करना है ना. बट हम बड़े स्मार्ट हैं, हमको मालूम है कि 1% ब्रोकरेज अगर पे किया है ब्रोकर को, उसको क्या मालूम व्हाट इज द स्टैम्प ड्यूटी, ओनली ऑन एक्चुअल सेल कंसिडरेशन. ओके, नेट सेल कंसिडरेशन. Now 1979, when you purchased the property with stamp duty, you got it 359, but FMV was 11,85,000, subject to stamp duty 1070. Stamp duty se zyada FMV is not accepted. You know, FMV is like valuation officer. तो मैं valuation officer के पास गई तो वो तो stamp duty से ज्यादा बोल रहे हैं, तो what I will take stamp duty as the cost. From the cost reduced in 2008, if advance money is forfeited by Shiva, once he tried to sell the property, advance money he forfeited, that's income. That time he didn't tax it in income from other source. So reduce and net ko index karo. Index cost of improvement is over. Now very important is, you know, one more time they have tried to sell the house to Deepshikha, and Deepshikha say they have received 1,51,000, but that will be taxable in income from other sources. What happened today? The screen is giving trouble. 1 second, dear students. Yeah. Okay. नोट में आपको लिखना है advance money forfeited received from Deepshikha. कब? when Deepshikha की स्टोरी कब हुई? In May 2015. rupees 1,51,000 is taxable in 2015-16 in income from other sources. बात ही खत्म. 2014 say, dear students, the rule has come that whatever money is forfeited, okay, whatever money is forfeited, it is going to be taxable, okay, as in the same year only. 2014 के बाद, और ये correct भी है ना, 2015-16 I tried to sell the property to Dipshika. She paid me 1,51,000 as token money. I forfeited this amount. So it should be taxable now. It's my income. I can't say, Abhi, I am enjoying this income. After 5 years, I will sell it to Manish. That time I will set off. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. तो 5 साल बिना टैक्स पे किए you are enjoying the income. Okay. Enough. I have discussed all these provisions. So that's all for the capital gain. But because it's one of the huge chapters we have tried to cover in 3.5 hours, I think I deserve more likes for this lecture. You know, YouTube is sending me the message that 72 point some % of your viewers are unsubscribers, and the videos are getting 200, 300 views from student and not even 20 likes. अगर आपको लग रहा है ये एफर्ट सही में अच्छा है, कमेंट करो, लाइक करो, कुछ हमको भी मोटिवेशन दे दो. हम तो मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं आपको. चलो, I want all of you to check with me capital gain material right from the beginning, because small tidbits if I have missed I'll cover. Then we'll take exactly a 3 minutes ka quick break and we will start with popcorn topic. क्या है popcorn topic का नाम? Income from other sources, but कम से कम weightage है 4 marks in your total income problem. शुरू करें. The class started with what is the chargeability section 45. Capital asset should be transferred. What are capital asset? Whatever are not there. Recently added is virtual digital asset. Everything I discussed. Age of the asset will decide upon the holding period of the asset. ये table आपको learn कराया था. And tax rates. Once again, 25 and 37% higher surcharge rates are not applicable to the capital gain. फिर से एक बार ये table check करते हैं. Maybe 4th or 5th time, dear students, but बहुत important है. Trust me. Pause the video and take it down. And if you are not willing to take it down, then I am saying order Sarathi material, asset tables, examples, वो conversion पूरे ready हैं आपके लिए. Short-term capital gain on shares, okay, 15%, and of course rebate is available. Higher rate of surcharge not applicable. Long-term capital gain on shares, 10% over 1 lakh additional exemption, and additional surcharge rates are not applicable. Long-term capital gain on other assets, that is 20%, and rebate is available. बाकी लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन में से रिबेट मिलता है ना. यस, रिबेट इज नॉट अवेलेबल ओनली इन लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन ऑन शेयर्स. बाकी सब में रिबेट मिलता है 5 लाख से कम है, बट हायर रेट ऑफ सरचार्ज तो कहीं पे एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. या शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन अदर देन शेयर्स, रूटीन स्लैब रेट्स, रिबेट मिलेगा, बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन मिलेगा. डिडक्शंस कहीं पे नहीं मिल रहे, एवरीवेयर नो नो नो, सिर्फ यहाँ पे यस है. क्यों? बिकॉज इट इज टैक्सेबल एट रूटीन स्लैब रेट्स. ओके. अनयूटिलाइज्ड बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन इज लाइक if other income is only 180 and basic exemption is 250, can this 70 can I set off from long term capital gain? Yes, and balance will be taxable at 20%. What is transfer of definition? Reverse mortgage is exempt. Format CII क्यों करते हैं? अगर कभी cost 1979 का है तो you have to take the FMV. वो सब आपको सिखाया. ठीक है. Sometimes we take the cost of the previous owner. In case of gift, will, inheritance, if you are taking cost of previous owner, you can take indexation of previous owner. right? All this we have done. Yeah, conversion of the asset into stock in trade, no tax. But when that stock in trade is sold, the sale consideration minus the fair market value as on the date of the conversion into stock in trade. इसी दिन capital gain pay होना था. But अभी तो I have kept my personal necklace into business. So 9 lakhs minus 8 lakh, 1 lakh is business income. And what is the cost for the business? That is the sale consideration. Take a pause and listen carefully. I have converted my capital asset into stock in trade in 1617. Though I'm paying capital gain late in 20 to 23 when that asset is actually sold, indexation will be allowed only till year of transfer. And this problem is already solved in the Sarathi material. चलो, नाइस प्रॉब्लम्स. नाउ कंपलसरी एक्विजिशन. गवर्नमेंट ने कंपलसरी एक्वायर किया, कोई टैक्स नहीं है. ठीक है. सेल कंसिडरेशन नहीं डिसाइड किया, कुछ नहीं करना. कंपेंसेशन इज डिसाइडेड, कुछ नहीं. When I receive the compensation in 20 to 23, that time I will pay the tax, but still indexation will be only till 16 and 17. Why, ma'am? Because that's the year of transfer. ठीक है. And enhanced compensation, whenever it is received, it will be taxable as long-term capital gain. And if interest is received on enhanced compensation, super duper important for MCQs, 50% standard deduction ke saath it's taxable in income from other sources. This problem is also solved and printed. Yeah, exception to the year of transfer. Insurance compensation. See, fire was in 2018, but insurance company gave the compensation in 20 to 23. When will you tax? 20 to 23. लेकिन indexation कब तक का होगा? 18 तक का. Conversion of capital asset into stock in trade, it will be taxable in the year when stock in trade is sold. But the day you have converted, वहीं तक का index मिलेगा. Compulsory acquisition in 1617. Capital gain I am paying in 20 to 23 because I am receiving in 20 to 23. But indexation only till 1670. ठीक है? Right. This table, these both the tables are important. This is like exception ki capital gain is not taxable in year of transfer. बाद में कभी taxable होगा जब पैसे मिलेंगे. But indexation only till year of transfer. Same way, when capital asset is converted into stock in trade, what is your sale consideration? FMV. And that FMV will be the cost for business. Business वालों के लिए वो cost रहेगा. Partner introduces his personal asset into the partnership firm. Is it capital gain for the partner? Yes. What's the sale consideration? Value what they have recorded in books. I have transferred my personal asset into partnership firm. So what value they have recorded in book, that will be the sale consideration for me paying the tax. Dissolution of a firm, AOP, and distribution of the capital asset. If the partnership firm में कोई partner जा रहा है या firm dissolve हो रहा है, we give the assets to partners. Partners debit to assets. So is this a capital gain for the firm? Yes. Fair market value, जिस दिन I'm giving to partner, what is the FMV? That will be the sale consideration for the partnership firm. And while partner brings the asset to firm, FMV which is recorded in the books. Conversion of debentures into shares is exempt, but when shares are sold, you have to pay capital gain. Cost you will take of shares as cost of debenture, but indexation will start on the day you get the shares. है ना? Right. Rights, when you renounce to someone कि मुझे company से right shares मिल रहे हैं, I don't want, you take it. Whatever amount that third person pays you, it will be taxable as short-term capital gain or cost will be nil. बोनस शेयर्स बढ़ जाते हैं. ये सब आपको एग्जाम्पल के साथ बहुत कराया और हमने ये सब कॉलम वाले प्रॉब्लम भी किए. Zero coupon bonds, they are issued at 75. We have done this in business head and redeemed at 100. So 25 rupees is capital gain for the bond purchaser. And for company, 25 rupees is expenditure. Say over 5 years, if they have issued for 5 years, they can give. ESOP. ESOP, I'm doing it here also in this. Are you getting what I'm doing? मैं पूरा चैप्टर कैपिटल गेन का रिवाइज कर रही हूँ एंड इट्स बीन लाइक मोर देन 15 मिनट्स. इसको बार बार रिपीट करना है. कैपिटल गेन चैप्टर इज वेरी स्कोरिंग. 7 to 8 मार्क्स प्रॉब्लम प्लस 2 मार्क्स एमसीक्यू, 9 मार्क्स वेटेज एंड 50 मार्क्स. ठीक है, चलो. कंपनी इज इशूइंग फेयर मार्केट वैल्यू 230 के शेयर्स टू द एम्प्लॉय एट 180. Employee, you are getting the share in 180, whereas the FMV is 230. 50 rupees, is it the cost for company? Yes. Is it perquisite for employee, taxable under salary? Yes. 180 में मिल रहा है ना आपको 230 का शेयर, तो 50 rupees is taxable in the hands of employee as perquisite. When employee is selling the share, he can deduct the cost as 230. Ma'am, but he got in 180 और 50 rupees tax तो pay किए ना income from salary में. So when the employee is selling the same ESOP वाला share to third party, how much he can deduct the cost? Yeah, 230. This is again very important in MCQs. In between, when these live classes were not there, every Saturday I have taken the Magic of Logic series where like these concepts only I have taught. For shares, we have mandatory demat account and first in. पहले 100 share खरीदे, फिर 50 खरीदे, and you have sold 80. So the first 100 are only sold. FIFO method is only followed. Yeah, this I want to take. All of you should take notes for this. Buyback of shares. Buyback of shares क्या है देखो. Company is, it's like a collar type position for company. Company is purchasing its own shares from market. Buyback of shares. Company is purchasing its own shares from market. Yes? Now, who will pay the tax and how? When the company is purchasing its own shares from the market, can they hold their shares as investment? No. When it is purchasing, it has to cancel. Yahan se investment, yahan se capital. Buyback you study in law. Buyback journal entries are there in advanced accounting. For this purpose, specified security shall have the same meaning. Capital gain shall be computed in accordance with the provisions of 48 and shall be charged to tax. वो सब routine में किसको लगेगा? Shareholder. Shareholder is saying whether I sell the shares in secondary market or I sell the shares in company, should I pay the tax? Yes. However, buyback of this point is important. Listed and unlisted shares by domestic company, tax is paid by company 20%, surcharge 12%. 7 on 12, but 12%. E says 4%. Who will pay this? Company. Are you getting or not? Company is not selling. Shareholders share बेच रहा है company को. But government is saying shareholders may, there are 100 shareholders from which you have purchased back your own shares from market, 100 shareholders. They will pay the tax, let them take exemption. You pay the tax 20% with surcharge 12%, 4%. Consequently, in the hands of shareholders, buyback of shares is exempt under section 1034A. This is already a booster note. Pause the video and write it down. Company is paying the tax 23.296, 20 into 112%, surcharge के साथ 22.4 into 104%, 23.296 tax company is paying on the buyback. Buyback की income पे cost will be allowed. Sale consideration minus the cost of the issue will be allowed. Capital gain pay. Company will pay the buyback. So it is exempt in the hands of shareholders. Only this much, if you can Note down in your book enough. Period of holding will start from the day when shares are issued. Okay, right, yeah. This is a nice concept, redevelopment, and in 21 November 21 एग्जाम में जो दिसंबर में हुआ था because of COVID, इससे related problem भी आया है, but that is having exemptions also. So I'll take that problem later. It's a very nice problem, but at least understand this concept is very simple. I'll explain orally. ये देखो, in 2018, I have given my property for redevelopment to Jay. Property मेरी, जय आप उस पे बिल्डिंग बनाओ, मेरी पुरानी प्रॉपर्टी है डिमोलिश कर दो, तो मेरा लैंड एंड जय's कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी is making construction. Have I transferred the land to Jay? Answer is no. I have just given it to Jay in 2018 for redevelopment. Now in 20 to 23, tower ban gaya. 10 flats we have made. Against the sale consideration of land, Jay has given me 5 flats and some cash. So 5 flats FMV on the date when certificate of occupancy is ki ab ready hai. Corporation ne wo bhi de diya. 5 flats market value plus the cash received. Is it the sale consideration for the land? Yes. Now question is, should I pay the capital gain in 18? No. In 22? Yes. And now those 5 flats, whenever I sell, what will be the cost of the flat? FMV. जो FMV पे मुझे मिले हैं वो cost होगा, और actual जो भी sale consideration है उसमें मैंने sell किया है. It's a beautiful concept. I explained it orally. Second time we are reading. Third flow chart और fourth हमारे साथी material में example है. तो बिल्कुल clear हो जाएगा आपको. ये देखो. पहले हम सीधा एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे फ्लो चार्ट के फॉर्म में. इंडिविजुअल एंड HUF एंटरिंग इनटू अग्रीमेंट फॉर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. Is the individual HUF transferring his share in the project after the date of the certificate? Yes. Then capital gain would arise in the previous year in which the certificate of completion is issued. Yeah. Stamp duty value on the date of the issue of certificate plus the cash consideration. The day you have got the occupancy certificate and you have transferred me 5 flats, us din ka stamp duty value and consideration. This is the sale consideration and cost of land and indexation. Okay. Full value of consideration to be deemed to the cost of acquisition for determining on subsequent. बाद में जब मैं वापस बेचूंगी तो what will be the cost of the flats? ये stamp duty value जो मिली है. And suppose if individual HUF is transferring share in project before completion, घर बनाओ कुछ भी करो मेरे लैंड का पैसा मुझे दे दो, तो normal capital gain will be taxable in the year when property is given to the developer. No one does this, but ये option कोई करते नहीं है practically. अभी कुछ और बाद में पढ़ेंगे. Check this example I have made on my own and printed in the Sarathi material. Mr. Beans has land costing 2 lakh. He purchased in 2002. Land कब खरीदी थी? 2002. He gave the property for redevelopment in 2016. Do you need to pay any tax in 2016? Answer is no. In 22, the developer gave him 4 flats at 8 lakhs plus 2 lakh cash. तो कितना मिला आपको? 10 lakh रुपए. This is against the land which you have purchased in 2002 and 3 for 105 और 22 23 में आपने ट्रांसफर की. तो ये इंडेक्स कॉस्ट और ये आ गया. नाउ आफ्टर 2 months मिस्टर बीन को कितने फ्लैट मिले थे? टोटल कितने फ्लैट मिले थे बेटा? 8 lakhs में 4 फ्लैट. Out of that he sold all the flats for 2,40,000 each. 4 flat 960 within 2 months. So no indexation. What is the cost of flat? सेल कंसिडरेशन लैंड के अगेंस्ट जो फ्लैट मिले थे तब जो एफएमवी थी वो अब क्या हो जाएगी, कॉस्ट, और कैपिटल गेन पे करो. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस you will follow the problem which I'll take next. बहुत अच्छा प्रॉब्लम अभी नहीं करेंगे हम, because in that you have all 80C 80E, हाँ, तो all that deductions के बाद, but based on this. Is this nice problem? Done. चलो, this is the concept of deemed dividend, छोड़ दो. Slum sale, you all remember? Sale consideration minus net worth is capital gain. Enough, I have done. 50C stamp duty value, वो भी कौन से दिन की, on the date when token amount is received. Other than stamp duty value, even if it is a necklace or antique movable assets के लिए भी, can we go to reference to valuation officer? Yes, theory question already मैंने यहाँ लिखा है, 5 mark के लिए आ चुका है. 3 cases when you can refer the case to valuation officer. Sir, we think the sale consideration is manipulated. Please check it. With a view to ascertain the FMV for the purpose of capital gain, the case may be referred by the AO to the valuation officer. Valuation officers are also called as actuaries. In case where value of asset is claimed by SSE with estimated registered value, if AO is of opinion that value so claimed is less than its FMV. In any other case, अगर AO को लग रहा है कि FMV से कम बता रहे हैं तो in any other case, if the FMV exceeds the actual value by 15%, or according to nature, if they think, they can go to valuation officer. Advance money forfeited after 1/4/2014 taxable as other source, before 1/4 reduced from cost, we have worked out. Exemption से तो आज का पूरा क्लास शुरू हुआ, हमने सब पढ़ा दिया. हाँ, एक ये है, ये एक बार आ चुका है. For 3 marks they have asked this question and this concept under section 1037. Sometimes agricultural land is compulsory acquired by central government, not the state government, central government. Yeah, and they are paying you non-taxable agricultural land. No? Non-taxable matlab rural, and they pay you compensation. For example, Shamshabad Airport in Hyderabad, Shamshabad International Airport in Hyderabad is built up on a farm building. City से 35 kilometers दूर है airport. तो वो जो airport बना है तो उसमें काफी farmers के land ले लिए और farmers को central government ने compensation दिया. That is specifically exempt under section 1037. Agricultural land is situated, it is used 2 years for agricultural purpose, it is compulsory acquired by central government, rate is decided by RBI, and compensation is received after 2004, it is exempt. इसका question क्योंकि एग्जाम में आ चुका है, repeat हो सकता है, let us take it. X is in possession of agricultural land situated within urban limits, which is used for agricultural purpose during preceding 3 years. On 4th April, this land is compulsory acquired by Government of India on a compensation fixed by it for 10 lakhs. Advise acts as to the tax consequences. ठीक है? This land is compulsory acquired. It can be urban agricultural land also. City limits के radius में भी रहेगा तो भी. Ma'am, you said urban agricultural land exempt है, taxable है, 54B में exemption मिलता है. But if it is compulsory acquired by central government, okay, and compensation is paid, it is exempt. In given case, agricultural land is used by SSE's father and it is situated within the limits, and compensation received is exempt under 1037. ठीक है, फिर exemption revoke होगा तो tax. और ये बड़ा अच्छा problem. Did you enjoy this problem I took today? That's all for capital gain. Check your watches. We are taking the class till 2 o'clock. Really sorry, got delayed in starting the class. Can't say what is happening. It's my problem. कि कभी हम 11 की जगह लेट शुरू कर रहे हैं तो भी टाइम पे ही खत्म करना ठीक नहीं है, पोर्शन नहीं होगा. तो 1 hour we will do quality good problems for income from other sources, gift and everything. Tomorrow, income from other sources with the concept of deemed dividend and liquidation, which is there in your capital gains chapter. Okay, so take a break and assemble back quickly well in 3 minutes. All right, are you also back? I had some green tea because still we have to carry on and I need to speak for 1 more hour, right? So I had some green tea. Please take care and do suggest in Telegram group how many of you feel the classes are good to take in evening 6 to 8:30. That suits me little less, but let us check. Chalo. Let me start with the next topic now. That is, did you enjoy this 4 classes for capital gain? Did you get enough quality good knowledge? Do comment below. Do share this video with your friends. Help me reach this conceptual knowledge across India. Okay? चलो अभी हम क्या करते हैं? Yeah, more than 2 decades, but I have never gone into these मतलब चैनल्स पे डालो और यहाँ करो और वो पब्लिसिटी करो और बस सालों से बस पढ़ा है इनकम टैक्स कॉस्टिंग it's like PCC IPCC all qualified in the year 2000. Since then I'm teaching but core teaching is 15 years, 2008 and now it's 23, so 15 plus years I have been teaching this exactly the same subject. उसके पहले भी पढ़ाया है और academies में जाके, but concept classes has started in 2008. All right, chalo, let us start with the last head of income, not last for us, because after this we are going to do income from salary. And income from salary स्टैम्प पेपर पे लिख के दे रही हूँ कि जैसे मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगी one concept, one problem, one concept, one problem, one concept, like business head, साइंटिफिक रिसर्च कॉन्सेप्ट प्रॉब्लम प्रिलिमिनरी, और फिर जब उसको कंबाइन करके प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आओगे आप सैलरी चैप्टर में. राइट नाउ let us start with income from other sources, which is already also called as a residual section, like bacha kucha head. Okay, but it is not actually bacha kucha. There are some specific incomes which are definitely always taxable in income from other sources. I want you all to write running notes with me. Pick up your pen, start writing in your notebook. Any doubts you have, you can ask me. नया चैप्टर शुरू करना पड़ेगा ना. Yes. So income from other sources we are starting. It is called as residuary head, but there are some specific incomes. Acha, dear students, the best part of this chapter is if I say compute income from house property. Abhi ka jo 1 hour ka class hai na, you will all enjoy, and it's super scoring and weightage is in the question number 1 along with business head. They are asking you other source and deductions. अच्छा, मुझे ये बताओ कि क्या पूछ रही थी मैं आपसे. या हाउ विल यू कंप्यूट, देखो यहाँ देखो, बोलो मुझे, हाउ विल यू कंप्यूट हाउस प्रॉपर्टी? मैम GAV लेस म्युनिसिपल टैक्स NAV. हाउ विल यू कंप्यूट बिजनेस इनकम? नेट प्रॉफिट, add and less. That format I have made you learn. Yes. And then capital gain. Capital gain, how will you start? So many problems we have solved, yet I have kept, I told you, 1 problem pending. आप भी नोट करके रखो, छोड़ना नहीं है आपको. दीप्ति मैम ने तो भूल गए, हम भी भूल जाए नहीं. मैम जॉइंट अग्रीमेंट का एक प्रॉब्लम था December 21 का, यू सेड यू विल टेक, आई विल टेक पक्का. तो इनकम फ्रॉम कैपिटल गेन, हाउ डू यू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम डियर स्टूडेंट? सेल कंसिडरेशन लेस एक्सपेंसेस, नेट सेल कंसिडरेशन less index cost of acquisition and all, है ना? Income from other sources is like a list, shopping list. How do you make shopping list? Mom, क्या क्या लेके आना है? Okay, this. हम तो लिखते हैं, आप तो ऐसे करते हैं, है ना? मॉम जो भी बोल रही है, ये होना बेटा, वो होना बेटा, मॉम लेके आता हूँ पक्का, और कभी तो लाते भी नहीं है. मैं आई टेल माई सन टू गेट इट ऑफलाइन फ्रॉम नियर बाय, छोटे छोटे दुकान वालों से लो, वो टक दे के ऑर्डर दे देगा, ऑनलाइन मंगा देगा. ठीक है, चलो वो सब डिबेट में हमको नहीं जाना है. बट राइट नाउ, इज इट क्लियर हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू कंप्यूट इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज? जस्ट लाइक अ किराना लिस्ट, go on writing the income. So enjoy writing income which are taxable under income from other sources. Okay, first one, starting with your I'm starting with agricultural income. Ma'am, agricultural income outside India. इंडिया के बाहर अगर if you are getting agricultural income from Sri Lanka, Malaysia, it's going to be taxable here. ठीक है? Agricultural income outside India, taxable here. If you want, you can write in bracket agricultural income in India exempt. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, फुल प्रूफ लिस्ट है मेरे पास, सारथी मटेरियल है, मैं चिक टिक टिक करके 10 मिनट में पढ़ा सकती हूँ, लेकिन जरूरी है आपके माइंड में बिठाना. सो आई एम गिविंग द लिस्ट. ओ वन थिंग आई फॉरगॉट, प्लीज. इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज हैविंग ओनली 3 sections. Section 56 चार्जेबिलिटी सेक्शन कि क्या क्या टैक्स होगा. Section 57 okay, expenses allowed, like business expenses are allowed, capital gain, index cost of acquisition is allowed, house property interest on loan is allowed. What is the list of expense allowed in income from other sources? And section 58, it is the expenses disallowed. Are you all with me? मैम सिर्फ 3 सेक्शन, इसीलिए तो आपको बोला है पॉपकॉर्न टॉपिक है, पूरे मार्क्स स्कोर करना है. बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि बहुत कैजुअली लेके इग्नोर करना है, नहीं. Section 56 is chargeability section. It gives you specific income which are always taxable in income from other sources. Then we have section 57 which says expenses which are allowed. Section 58 disallowed is exactly like your business head. Above 10,000 payment disallowed. India के बाहर TDS काटना भूल गए तो disallowed. India के अंदर TDS नहीं काटा तो 30% disallowed, and so on the list goes on. अच्छा है, क्लियर है सबके लिए. चलो. So agricultural income received from outside India is taxable here. I am explaining one concept with examples also, so write down with me. After this, casual income. You all know what is casual income, dear students? Winning from lotteries. लिखो, 3 घंटे का पेपर लिखना है आप सबको. Winning from lotteries, puzzle, card games, KBC, contest, you know, spell bee contest hota hai, aise sab. Now, casual income, when it is taxable, some rule. Taxable at flat 30%. No basic exemption. Say I am a housewife. I'm not a housewife. I'm a chartered accountant into teaching profession, more than 2 decades. Plus, chalo, मैं housewife हूँ. I go to KBC and I have won 4 lakh rupees. Can I say मुझे at least 2,50,000 basic exemption तो दो? No. अच्छा, KBC में जाना आना from here to Mumbai studio, expense and all. Will they allow all that? No. No basic exemption, no expense allowed, no losses set off. Can I set off other losses? Say house property में loss आ रहा है और lottery से income हुई है. Can I set off house property loss in the lottery income? No. और lottery में loss होने का सवाल ही नहीं है. Lottery की ticket का cost is also not allowed. See, 100% clarity के साथ I am teaching you, because when you teach for years, no, this is the flow. If you are liking the flow, promise and trust me, dear students, and write the running notes. Casual income khatam ho gaya. Flat 30%, no basic exemption. Ma'am, can we write like this, like VDA? Yes. But VDA is taxable where? Capital gain. पर वो भी flat 30%, no exemption, कुछ भी नहीं. चले आगे. Right. Next, what is taxable here? Say dividends. अब dividends से related भी मैं आपको सब information अभी बता दूंगी यहाँ. Dividend like interim dividend. Do companies declare interim dividend during Dussehra, Diwali and all? Yes. Is it final dividend after the AGM? Yes. So annual dividend, final dividend. whatever you call, all the dividends are taxable now. But yes, the same story that if dividend exceeds 5 crores and all, higher rate of surcharge is not applicable for dividend income. Now, all the dividends are taxable, but अब इसमें कुछ ना deductions हैं which are given in section 57. तो मैं section 57 का deductions यहाँ बता दे रही हूँ. From the dividend received, deduction is allowed up to 20% of dividend received for interest on loan. See, I may take a loan. Okay, so I will get deduction. आराम से करो, हम जब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे ना तो बहुत मजा आएगा. So I have taken loan from someone. Let me make an example here. Example A करके मैं लिख रही हूँ क्योंकि 1 2 3 4 हम उसको नंबरिंग दे रहे हैं. तो example A में suppose I have taken rupees 1 lakh loan at the rate of 10% interest and invested in shares. शेयर से डिविडेंड आया है 6,000 and what is my interest on 1 lakh 10%, 10,000. Are you all with me? ये लिखने के बाद I will pause so that you can write it and please put a message in the chat box कि गुमनाम ही रहना है आपको, नहीं बताना है अपना नाम. ठीक है, जाने दो. 1 lakh at the rate of 10%, 10,000 is the interest. How much is allowed? 20% of 6,000. 6,000 का 20% मतलब कितना आएगा? 1,200 से ज्यादा you cannot take the deduction for interest and taxable dividend is 4,800. Are you all with me? Is this example beautiful and clear for MCQs? कितना डिविडेंड मिला है आपको? 6,000. इंटरेस्ट कितना है? 1 लाख का 10%, 10,000. बट अलाउड कितना है? अप टू 20%. $1,200. Ma'am, but promise I have paid 10,000 interest to invest in these shares only and I got dividend only 6,000. There is a loss of 4,000. No, you can claim deduction only up to 20%. ठीक है, clear है सबको? Yes, right. And this taxable dividend is okay. अच्छा, इसके अलावा no other deduction allowed. I have kept a person as collector and he collects my dividend in my bank account, blah, 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 whatever story. No other deduction is allowed. एक deduction allowed है. Deduction not in other source. In ATM is allowed for company. Dividend received or dividend paid. Excuse me. Whichever is lower. Ma'am, अब ये क्या बात है? Not frankly speaking much asked in inter, but you can't argue कि मैम एग्जाम में पूछ लिया तो पूछ लिया. Companies, those who are investing in other companies, they are getting dividend and same dividend they are passing on to their shareholders. So double tax should not be there, no? I am receiving dividend from other companies and I am passing on the same dividend to my shareholders. Should I get a deduction? Yes. Whatever dividend I have received as a company or whatever dividend I have paid, Before due date of filing the return, AGM में और pay करते हैं ना, whichever is lower you get a deduction. Everything about dividend I have told you. Other than this, interim dividend, final dividend, annual dividend और एक add करो बेटा नाम deemed dividend, सब taxable है. All are taxable. Nice. Third point clear. Next, fourth is all the interest. बैंक सेविंग अकाउंट इंटरेस्ट, सेविंग अकाउंट पे थोड़ा मिलता है ना, एफडी का इंटरेस्ट, और कोई कंपनी में आपने डिपॉजिट किए हैं उसका इंटरेस्ट, या फिर इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज, all taxable here. And I'm writing a beautiful concept subject to ATTTA and ATTTB. Ma'am, ye kya hai? This is deductions chapter. I'll teach you that when you receive interest up to 10,000, पूरा interest जो भी आपको मिलता है सेविंग अकाउंट पे वो exempt रहता है. और अगर आप सीनियर सिटीजन हैं तो एफडी का, सेविंग अकाउंट, all the interest is exempt in ATTTB. Nice. The way I'm giving notes, it's a challenge. I'm not only teaching you income from other sources. वो पहले ही बोला पॉपकॉर्न टॉपिक है बेटा, आपको भी आता है. मैं इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स को एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कनेक्ट कर रही हूँ. जब डिविडेंड टैक्सेबल है तो इंटरेस्ट का डिडक्शन, ये फ्लेवर डाल देते हैं. फाइनल के स्टूडेंट्स को भी ये लेक्चर में से बहुत बेनिफिट मिलेगा, बिकॉज जस्ट कंप्लीटेड विद द सीएमए फाइनल बैच. तो आई नो क्या पूछ रहे हैं, सीए फाइनल, सीएमए फाइनल. चलो और अभी मैंने आपको क्या बताया, बैंक इंटरेस्ट, सेविंग अकाउंट, एफडी, कंपनी डिपॉजिट, interest on securities, all interest are always taxable in other source. तो फिर can I get a deduction? Yes. If I have saving account in 3 banks and I've received good amount of interest, I will get deductions under ATTTA. Excuse me. Chapter 6A में I'll teach. और अगर सीनियर सिटीजन है तो कहाँ डिडक्शन मिलेगा? ATTTB. ATTTB you will get the deduction. Okay. ATTTA is for normal citizen, ATTTB senior. ये 10,000 वो 50,000. यहाँ पे only saving का interest exempt है, senior citizen के लिए saving FD, because most of the senior citizens make FD. See, this is the way you have to link up and study. हाँ, चलो. Next interest तो हो गया हमारा. अब आगे करते हैं. Class will go on for 45 minutes more, please. Today I'm always saying have nice breakfast and come. Okay, when we are talking about companies, 1 minute. When we are talking about companies, you know, the board of directors, they get the sitting fees. That is going to be taxable here. Sitting fees, you know, when they attend the board meeting, they get sitting fees received by board of directors. It's always taxable here. Next, income from subletting. Go and check your house property chapter. I have given the property on rent to a hospital. Hospital is tenant, I am the owner. Hospital has given one rent to the canteen wala. So whatever rent hospital is getting, that will be taxable in other source, because hospital itself is a tenant and that canteen wala is a subtenant. So income from subletting is taxable here. Income from open plot. Open plot में कोई land appurtenant to building नहीं है, तो that rental income is taxable here. Or rental income of amenities. Do you remember? I've done a past exam question ki 40 lakhs rent is received, but 30 lakhs is the rent of property and 10 lakhs is for all the other amenities. In gated communities, you have clubhouse, swimming pool, library, golf, badminton play areas and all, swimming pool. So for that, whatever they receive, it's going to be taxable in income from other sources. नाइस, ओके। चलो नेक्स्ट करते हैं फैमिली पेंशन। When the employee receives pension from employer, it is taxable under salary. Family pension received by family members of employee. After the employee is deceased, his family members receive pension, it will be taxable here. And section 57 में deduction मिलता है 1/3 of pension or 15,000, whichever is lower. Whatever pension you receive, uska 1/3 or up to 15,000 maximum, whichever is lower. और ये आप लिख दो MCQs. मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है पढ़ाने में. हम थोड़ा स्लो चल रहे हैं, बट सब जिस्ट एक साथ कर रहे हैं. Are you all enjoying the class? Are you all following? Unless you are not passionate to learn, अरे करना पड़ेगा, अरे लिखना पड़ेगा, अरे ये तो ना नहीं मजा आएगा. That vibrations will not be good बेटा, और रिजल्ट भी नहीं आएगा. ये मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं? ये लिस्ट लिख के ऐसे कभी नहीं पढ़े होंगे. Even set off clubbing, I know the linked way in which I am teaching. Okay. Interest on IT refund. Income tax is not a business expenditure. Refund of income tax is not a business income. But interest on IT refund. IT refund पे जो interest मिलता है वो यहाँ taxable है. Even interest on enhanced compensation for compulsory acquisition by government. Government ने compulsory आपकी property acquire की, but they paid you compensation late, so they paid you interest. That interest is always taxable in income from other sources. फिर से section 57 में less 50% standard deduction. Enhanced compensation का standard deduction आपको मिलेगा. Nice, okay? Yes, okay. Now remuneration, which is received by MPs, MLAs, they will not get the remuneration under the head salary, dear students. ये खास true and false MCQs में आता है, क्योंकि they are not the employee of government. It's a very dignityful job. So MPs, MLAs, whatever remuneration they get, it is taxable under income from other sources. I want to add here, but allowances received are exempt. 10/7 या 10/17? 10/17 है. Nice, beautiful. Yes. थोड़ा मैं लिखते लिखते बहुत एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ और सब दिमाग से लिख रही हूँ, तो राइटिंग समझ में आ रही है या नहीं आप सबको? If the writing is clear or not, comment. Remuneration which is received by MPs, MLAs and all, very well it is taxable in income from other sources, you know, for the parliament meetings what they attend. But allowances and all what they receive, पहले तो बड़ा सा लिस्ट था, अभी allowances कम भी हो गए हैं, पर जो भी मिलते हैं वो क्या है? Exempt. Yeah, just now we completed advance money forfeited for transfer of property, for transfer deal cancelled. कोई किसी को ट्रांसफर करना, एडवांस मनी forfeited after 1st April 2014. It's going to be taxable directly here, dear students. कोई भी एडवांस मनी अगर forfeit हुआ है ना, सीधा यहाँ टैक्स हो जाएगा. ठीक है, अच्छा है. और URPF का इंटरेस्ट और भी टैक्स होता है, वो भी लिख लो, पर ये समझ में आएगा सैलरी चैप्टर में. Unrecognized provident fund which is not recognized, उसका इंटरेस्ट अगर आता है आपको, इंटरेस्ट ऑन एम्प्लॉइज ओन कंट्रीब्यूशन. एम्प्लॉय खुद कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, बट कहाँ पे? अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड प्रोविडेंट फंड में. तो फंड, इफ इट इज अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड, इंटरेस्ट इज टैक्सेबल इन अदर सोर्स. If it is employer's contribution, it will be taxable under salary. You know, when I'm talking about this, I want all of you to write here. एक खास लिखो यहाँ पे कि NSC interest accrued and all. You know what is NSC? National Savings Certificate, where you put the money, forget for 6 years, interest का interest compound होते रहता है. After 6 years, you get double the money. So that interest is not received, it's just accrued, but it is taxable. But here I want to add, which is like crown पहना उसको, PPF interest received exam में दिया रहेगा, but it is exempt. PPF का जो interest है ना, public provident fund में, whatever money you put and whatever interest you receive, it is exempt. PPF interest received is exempt. Nice, all clear to all of you what I'm giving. NSC का interest is taxable even if you don't receive. It's just accrued. जैसे FD is for 5 years, but every year accrued interest table they give you and you tax it every year on accrual basis. Same way PPF interest received is exempt. But you have to write in exam in inner column and exempt outer column for the presentation. Presentation अब भी एक problem करेंगे तो clear हो जाएगा आपको. ठीक है? Right. तो ये हो गया आपका ये. और क्या बाकी रह गया? If LIP, life insurance premium, exceeds 10% of the sum assured. This detailed I'll teach you in deductions chapter, dear students. But just remember, if your sum assured के 10% से ज़्यादा, if you have paid LIC, then on maturity, it is taxable. It's taxable here. यहीं पे tax हो जाएगा. Ma'am, but you said in capital gain, yes, when your single premium exceeds 2,50,000 or put together, all the policy premium exceeds 2,50,000. तब वो कहाँ taxable होगा? Income from other sources. ठीक है? और एक gift है. Gift मैं अलग से आपको बताऊंगी. With this, are we good to go for all the problems? एक concept है, grossing up of interest. वो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ लिस्ट. या ठीक है, चलो पहले लिस्ट के साथ में गिफ्ट भी लिख देते हैं ना. गिफ्ट रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम अनरिलेटेड पर्सन इन कैश और काइंड above 50,000 taxable है. So 6 people, 6 of my students are giving me 10,000 gift. Each one के लिए 50,000 limit है. No, for me, I should not receive more than 50,000 rupees gift in cash or in kind. Kind means like you can write here capital asset from anyone outside India. Some of the students, I'm going slow because assuming you all are writing with me. Some of the students like, no, we will watch it at 1.5 speed and we won't write. I'm really sorry. I don't know how far this will be helpful to you, beta. Hope still it works for you because I want the best result for all you students who are watching my videos. But लिखो ना बेटा जब लिखा रहे. इसके बाद आपको कभी नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा. देखो हम कितने देर से लिख रहे हैं पता है? 20 मिनट से. पर ये एक 20 मिनट्स आपको एग्जाम में कितने मार्क्स दिलाएंगे? गिफ्ट रिसीव फ्रॉम अनरिलेटेड पर्सन इन कैश और काइंड अबव 50,000. प्रॉपर्टी किसी को ट्रांसफर की 80 लाख की 60 लाख में, तो 20 लाख उसके लिए गिफ्ट हो गया. बट इट इज एग्जेम्प्ट इफ इट इज फ्रॉम रिलेटिव, है ना? exempt if received from number 1 A relative, कोई रिलेटिव से मिला है, या ऑन ओकेजन ऑफ मैरिज, शादी पे मिला है तो एग्जेम्प्ट है. नॉट मैरिज एनिवर्सरी, ऑन वेडिंग, और यू हैव रिसीव्ड ऑन फ्रॉम रिलेटिव, बाय वे ऑफ विल, या यू नो बाय वे ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस. इनहेरिटेंस में मिलता है ना आपको, या यू आर गेटिंग इट फ्रॉम अ ट्रस्ट. You know, some of the trust, they give the gifts to the toppers. उनके समाज में जो भी toppers हैं, उसको so and so श्यामला देवी charitable trust, they are giving this 50,000, 60,000 cash and all. So if you are receiving from a trust, of course, that trust should be registered under 12B. Then it is exempt. Okay. Otherwise, whatever gifts are received by individuals and HUFs above 50,000, cash में, kind में, सब taxable होगा. Clear है सबको? So here I am closing the writing part and moving on to solving the problems. Grossing up concept, definitely I will teach now only, so that tomorrow we can go little fast for the deemed dividend part. Chalo. All right, come to the Sarathi material book. Income from other sources. Winning from lotteries, all dividend, interest on securities, subletting, family pension, ये सब आपको बता दिया. Gift, received, property, money, bullion, कुछ भी, हाँ, कोई भी capital asset, virtual digital asset, कुछ भी रहने दो, in excess of 50,000 received by individual and HUF will be taxable, except if it is received from a relative. Now, relative definition we know, father, grandfather, who, on occasion of marriage, will or inheritance, contemplation of death, and someone has not made the will, but you are only the sole taker, local authority, universities, hospitals, trust. Okay, right. तो वो exempt होगा. Gift can be received in cash or kind. Relative, for individual, spouse, brother, sisters, brother or sister of the parents, मतलब my chachi, my bua, their spouses, all. Brother and sister of the spouse. So my husband's brothers and sister, my brother and sister, my parents, his parents, and all the lineal ascendant, my father, grandfather, my son, grandson, basic. Okay, right. Money, अगर है तो whole amount should exceed 50,000. Movable property, aggregate fair market value should exceed 50,000. And sometimes inadequate consideration means 80 lakhs की जो stamp duty वाली property है, मैंने आपको sale किया 60 lakhs में. So the difference, is it exceeding 50,000? Yes. Do you remember I have given you a diagram in capital gain chapter? That's why 20 lakhs will be taxable as gift in the hands of the buyer, because the difference is exceeding 50,000. Immovable property, if it exceeds 50,000 without consideration, or agar consideration hai to difference between the that is exceeding 50,000. Okay, yeah. Stamp duty value on agreement or registration, that depends ki payment aaya. Oh, this one is an amendment, but very simple. I would really like to show you with again my own made example ke saath. You know, post-COVID, lot of companies and sanstha's and trust, they were reimbursing the people if someone is deceased in the family and they have given the COVID death certificate, they were getting reimbursement. Can the reimbursement exceed your expenses? Answer is no. Amount received by individual from any person in respect of expenditure incurred for his medical treatment for family member due to COVID-19 will not be treated as income. Excess amount received above actual expenditure will be treated as gift. For example, Sarvesh received 1 lakh for his own medical treatment, whereas his actual expenditure was 80,000. 20,000 will be taxable. See, no one will give you extra, and you need to show all the medical papers, examination papers, then they reimburse you. But if they reimburse you more than what you have incurred, the difference will be income. For this, conditions are to be satisfied. Even sometimes amount is received from employer and all, or from any other sum. This is for treatment. ट्रीटमेंट के लिए एक्सेस अमाउंट आया तो टैक्सेबल है. अब डेथ के केस में, ओके, फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉयर इफ यू हैव रिसीव्ड द अमाउंट, then it is fully exempt. From any other person to extent aggregate of sum is up to 10 lakhs would not be chargeable to tax due to death of the person. I hope you are getting the difference. This is treatment for COVID. Anyone can get. But if there is a death of a person due to COVID and someone has compensated you, how much it is exempt? Up to 10 lakhs. Beyond that, it is taxable. It should be received within 12 months, subject to other conditions, or COVID certificate or सब देना है. चलो, gift के लिए I want to take up two problems now. Tired? Capital gain का अच्छा. I know I am trying my best, dear students, to start the new problem on and the new topic on new day, but पैसा हो नहीं पा रहा है. This is a pending problem for capital gain. हम इसको जरूर करेंगे joint development, but इसमें ना पूरे deductions हैं, 80 वो. This we have done. Let us start with problem number 38. I'm doing it here only. Gift से related है. Check the taxability of the following gift received by Rashmi. Okay, during the previous year 22-23. Compute. मतलब टैक्सेबल है कि नहीं, अभी तो लिस्ट बना लो, एग्जाम में आपको फिर उसका टोटल करके लिखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना. चलो. On her marriage, she has received gift 90,000, out of which 70,000 was relative, others from friend. Not taxable. On the occasion of marriage, तो पूरे का पूरा exempt. Not taxable. On 12/9, she has received a gift of 18,000 from cousin of the mother. ठीक है, 18,000 है, अभी रखो, 50,000 तक तो रिसीव कर सकते हैं ना. Cousin of her mother. Cousin of mother is not my relative. Cousins नहीं, mother's brother and sister तक ठीक है, cousin नहीं. Cell phone 21,000 is gifted by her employer. Okay. एम्प्लॉयर ने एम्प्लॉय को गिफ्ट किया है अबव 5,000, तो वैसे भी टैक्सेबल होगा. कहाँ? सैलरी के केस में. She has received gift 25,000 from elder brother of husband's grandfather. Husband's grandfather मतलब दादाजी, उनके ब्रदर, मेरे ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर, मेरे पेरेंट्स के ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर. बस. अब दादाजी के ब्रदर, ग्रैंड दादाजी के ब्रदर, दे आर नॉट माय रिलेटिव्स, तो ये अनरिलेटेड पर्सन से है. कजिन ऑफ मदर, ये भी रिलेटिव नहीं है. शी हैज रिसीव्ड अ गिफ्ट ऑफ फ्रॉम अ फ्रेंड. अब ये सब गिफ्ट मिला के अगर एक्सीड हो जाते हैं 18,000, एम्प्लॉयर से भी मिला है, एम्प्लॉयर से मिला है, अगर सैलरी हेड में ले रहे तो नो प्रॉब्लम. बट इफ यू आर टेकिंग इट हियर 18, 21, दीज आर ऑल जस्ट प्रैक्टिस प्रॉब्लम. ऐसे नहीं आएंगे आपको, सिंगल बिट आएगा कोई भी. 18, 21, 25 and 2. If my total gift received from various people exceed 15,000, कितना आ रहा है देखो. It's not exceeding, no? Oh, it is exceeding. 18,000 plus 21,000 plus 25,000. If you take that gift received from employer, if it's exceeding 50,000, all the gifts will become taxable because these are the gifts not received. क्या डाउट है बोलो आपको? रिलेटिव का डेफिनेशन, यू आर हियर, फादर, ग्रैंडफादर उनके स्पाउस, ग्रैंडसन, हाँ सन उनके स्पाउस, यहाँ मेरे ब्रदर और सिस्टर, ब्रदर तो ब्रदर के वाइफ, सिस्टर तो सिस्टर के हस्बैंड, लाइक दैट. ओके, या. And my parents, brothers and sisters. Okay, right. So if this amount exceeds 50,000 in income from other source, it will be taxable. Chalo. Now, one more example for practice. Mrs. Priya draws a salary of 36,000 and she has the 36,000 salary. So salary chapter mein tax hogi 36,000 into 12. I'm not doing it in notebook. यहीं कर रहे हैं. 4,32,000. उसमें से 50,000 exempt भी तो होगा ना. Standard deduction 3,82,000. अब गिफ्ट ऑफ गोल्ड ज्वेलरी 4 lakhs फ्रॉम फ्रेंड, बिल्कुल टैक्सेबल है 4 lakh. गिफ्ट ऑफ 1,40,000 फ्रॉम फादर्स ब्रदर, exempt. Relative. Gift of land of 1,50,000 from brother, exempt. Gift of 1 lakh from husband's friend on her marriage, exempt. Gift of 50,000 from brother's mother-in-law, brother के mother-in-law, taxable. 50,000 तक exempt है, but once you exceed the limit, everything will be taxable. Any doubt, ask me. Otherwise, you can calculate. This is salary income. This will be, gift will be taxable here. Other source, 8,32,000. 3 marks question. Of course, I'll do very nice questions of gift. कल करेंगे. ये clear है सबको gift? Grossing up का concept भी मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, but यहाँ तक clear है? Yeah. This problem I will solve tomorrow. Tomorrow I will take up this problem and deem dividend and ये सब problems हम कल करेंगे. अभी I want to take up the simple concept. Gift is clear? चलो, let us check. 56 is over. What is 56? Kirana list, I call it. Simple list of this is taxable in income from other sources. Over. 57. Read and come this. Tomorrow, I will start the class by solving the problems of income from other sources. अभी मैं सिर्फ list पढ़ रही हूँ आप सबके लिए. 57 is deductions. Interest on securities. If you have paid commission, remuneration, it is allowed. Family pension, 1/3 or 15,000 is allowed. If you have given a building on machinery on rent and all, and machinery, building का rent तो house property, machinery का rent and all is taxable here, तो उससे related repairs insurance भी allowed रहेगा ना. Suppose I am giving ACs on rent, so ACs का repair insurance depreciation will be allowed here. Any other expenditure incurred which is not capital, which is not personal, and it is spent fully for this is allowed. On interest on enhanced compensation, 50% deduction is allowed. If expenses is related to income are more than income, all the expenses will be allowed. Any expenditure in excess of 10,000 should be made by account pay check and all, otherwise not allowed. ये 58 की बात है, but 57 में मैंने just लिखा है. समझ में आया आपको? Interest paid related to dividend is allowed up to 20%. I have already made you write example, but this is printed example in Sarathi material. Check it. Example loan. Rupees 1 lakh. At loan taken at the rate of 10%. Invested in shares and dividend you have received 15,000. Loan pe how much interest you have paid? 10,000. Ma'am, I have received 15,000 interest, but against that 10,000 dividend, sorry, 15,000. But against that loan I have taken and I have paid 10,000 interest. Is it allowed? No. Maximum allowed is 20%. and deduction under ATM is allowed only for corporates, companies, dividend received, net of interest or dividend paid. ये देखो, बिजनेस इनकम है 5 lakhs, डिविडेंड रिसीव्ड है 15,000, तो इंटरेस्ट पेड का डिडक्शन कितना है मैक्सिमम 20%, और बिजनेस इनकम है 5 lakh, तो योर ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम इज 512. हाउ मच इज डिविडेंड रिसीव्ड? Not 15. In 15, 3,000 to interest deduction you have taken. How much is dividend received in the total income? 12. And how much is dividend paid? 28. Whichever is lower is deductible under section ATM only in case of companies. I've already given this example, फिर भी note कर लो. Family pension. हाँ, वो तो आपको बता दिया सब. हाँ, अब ग्रॉसिंग अप कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है, इसको ना 2 मिनट सुनो और फिर ये एग्जाम्पल हम करेंगे. 7 minutes, 8 minutes more, 2 o'clock we'll close the class. सुनो ध्यान से. I am giving you interest on securities 10 rupees. Then I'm saying, Sunil, listen, 10 rupees is your income. 1 rupee on your income, I will deduct TDS, tax deducted at source, pay to government, give you 9 rupees. 1 rupee ke liye I'll give you certificate. When you file your return and say your tax is coming 50 rupees, you can say TDS deducted by Dipti ma'am. You all know? So whenever income received is 9 rupees, what is taxable income, 9 or 10? 10. Income received is 10 for you. Gross income is taxable. 9, it's like 10 rupees I'm saying, ये ले लो आपका interest income. 1 रुपए वापस दे दो, आपके behalf पे I'll pay the tax and I'll give you net amount. Whenever net amount is received, मैम मेरे को पता नहीं था इसको grossing up करना था, gross up करो और gross को ही taxable करो. ठीक है? Oh, 1 second, dear student. Followed or not? So suppose interest received is 9,000, 90%. TDS is 10%. Gross interest is 100. If 90% is 9,000, 100 कितना होगा? Cross multiply करो और लिखो. Superb examples are asked for this in inter and final, in MCQs for lottery. लॉटरी पे 30% TDS डिडक्ट होके बेटा आपको 7,000 ही मिलता है. अगर लॉटरी 10,000 है तो हाउ मच यू आर गेटिंग इन योर हैंड? 7,000. बट व्हाट्स द लॉटरी यू हैव वन? 10,000. On that flat 30% tax they are taking and depositing. So always gross income will be taxable. Minors income, if you take in income from other sources, per minor without any upper limit under section 1032, 1,500 will be exempt. PPF interest is exempt. ये बहुत आता है MCQs में, देख लेना पुराने पेपर. Since years, if you check my playlist, I have discussed MTP, RTP for CMA student, 2 sets MTP. उसका एक अलग प्लेलिस्ट है. अगर आपको पास 4 एग्जाम के MTP देखना है, आप वो सॉल्व कर लो, लेकिन प्रिंट आउट रखना साथ में. Interest on post office saving account is exempt up to 3,500 in single account, and if it is joint account, then 7,000. Last, as I close, deductions not allowed. 58 says no personal expense are allowed. If interest is paid outside India without TDS, not allowed. If any salaries and all are paid and you miss deducting TDS, not allowed. Any payment above 10,000. Just what is disallowed in business head is disallowed in other source in section 58. And lotteries के लिए सब आपको लिखा दिया. It's a challenge कि other source आज का 1 hour, I started at 1 o'clock too, और कल के 2 घंटे बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाएगा आपका. Winning from कल अगर हो गया तो मैं तो सैलरी भी शुरू कर दूंगी. छोटा सा पार्ट भी सही, इंट्रोडक्शन भी, बिकॉज वी नीड टू कंप्लीट क्वालिटी गुड. मैं कहीं भाग नहीं रही हूँ कि ये फ्री में है या फास्ट ट्रैक है इसको खत्म करो. पर टाइम पे करना है बेटा। आपके लास्ट 15 दिन बड़े क्रूशियल है। इनकम टैक्स, अकाउंट्स, कॉस्टिंग, सबके बूस्टर नोट, सबके एक एक पेपर तो 3-3 घंटे के लिख के देखो आप। विनिंग फ्रॉम लॉटरीज में नो डिडक्शन, नो एक्सपेंडिचर, नो सेट ऑफ, सब कर लिया हमने। LIC मेच्योरिटी पे टैक्सेबल है। आई थिंक इनफ फॉर टुडे। दिस इज डीम डिविडेंड कॉन्सेप्ट एंड ऑल, which I'll continue tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to solve the problems. Tomorrow is Sunday. Some of my earlier batch students now qualified and they are free. I think today is the last date, no, for filing the tax audit. So they might join tomorrow. आज हमने क्या बताया था शुरुआत में? Today for coming 24 hours, pay attention to the language, what you speak for yourself. हम ना खुद को बड़ा क्रिटिसाइज कर देते हैं। क्यों? 2.5 घंटे के क्लास के बाद 10 मिनट लेटना है, यहीं पे बैठे मेरा, तो मैं लेट जाऊंगी। Why we are so harsh with ourselves? Why we are criticizing ourselves? We need to develop that self-love so that our self-esteem is high and we are headstrong, confident for taking the knowledge, for writing the exam, for performing super well wherever we go. And let's not talk bad language about anyone else also. So pay attention. You will feel that forget about other family members या others कि हमारे घर में तो सब ऐसे ही बात करते ही हैं. आप अपना लेवल एक अलग रखो and you will see how raised you are and how miraculous you are getting result when you are thinking good for others. ऐसा नहीं है कि good for others की ना कोई भी मुझे कुछ भी बोल के जाए और मैं बस उसको positive ही बोलूं. If there are people whom we are not gelling with, they are not in our zone. Let them do whatever they are. But they can't occupy space here, है ना? Right. See, these are things are not into my teaching syllabus, but ये important है. अगर mindset right है, तो इतना passion है आपको सीखना है income tax, marks score करना है, और ये जो डर है ना, phobia income tax का, इसको भगाना है. How was income from other sources lecture today? Comment below. And the tax part of the capital gain, what we took, please let me know. Share this video, promise, with at least 5 of your friends in Telegram, WhatsApp group, wherever you feel. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching till end. And promise you, if you have taken the notes, click the picture, post it in Telegram. आज जो भी list लिखा है ना बेटा other source का, उसको picture निकाल के Telegram में या challenges group में भेजो. It will be a beautiful Guru Dakshina from you to me, and I'm looking forward to that. Writing chalegi kaise bhi hai, pakka. Thank you. Bye-bye. Class is there tomorrow, even if it is Sunday, we are taking class. 11 o'clock.